Hey, what's up guys? Jake here with Success Motors. I've got a walk around video for you guys today. As you can see behind me, it is a really nice Ford Excursion. I can't wait to show you guys this one. I can't wait to tell you about it. But if it is your first time with us, welcome. My name is Jake. I'm the owner-operator of Success Motors down here in College Station, Texas. We primarily do these videos because most of our vehicles actually go out of state. And I just want you to know whether it's worth your time to drive to College Station or whether it's worth your time to fly to College Station, or if neither of those are possible for you, I don't want there to be any surprises if you want to buy this thing sight unseen, which we can do. We can handle everything electronically. We can transport this thing to you. It's very inexpensive and easy to do that. Again, most of our vehicles actually go out of state. We can facilitate all of that. But anyway, if you're interested in buying this Excursion, please watch this video in its entirety, as I'm going to show you under it, in it, all around it, and we will drive it. All right, now that that is out of the way, let me get out of the way and just show you this thing. So just right off the bat, it's a 2000 Ford Excursion Limited. It is the 7.3 liter Powerstroke Diesel. It is a four-wheel drive. And it is a very unique color. In fact, I was talking with my detail guy who's washed almost every Excursion we've ever had, which is over 100 of them. And I don't think I've ever had this color. It's not, I don't think it's the estate green. It's also, nice, shout out, there goes an Excursion fan, I bet. That's pretty cool. It's not, I don't believe it's the estate green because it's like a blue-green tint to it. So it's kind of a unique color. In some lights it looks bluish, and some lights it looks greenish, but it's kind of a unique color. But guys, this one is a rust-free, completely stock, like bone stock. There's not a single thing about this that is not stock, even down to the tire size, which those are not my preferred tire sizes, but it is completely stock. And guys, this one is well above average when it comes to cleanliness or condition. Guys, this is extremely nice. It's really hard to find them like this. They just don't come like this very often. We sell a lot of them like this, but we search really hard for them. But this is a very top tier from a condition history perspective. It's got 234,000 miles on it. And then Carfax shows that it has 5 owners. But get this, the 5th owner who we got it from owned it since 2007. So it exchanged hands a few times, or 4 times, I guess, in the first 7 years of life. But then the last owner actually had it since 2007. And it was actually serviced at a Ford dealer a good chunk of the time, which you can see that on the Carfax. But all right, let me hop in here and show it to you guys. I'll show you the condition of the exterior here in a minute. I like to start with the interior. Interior is very clean. Again, I'll just let the video do the talking. Oh, that's kind of hard for me. I do like to talk. But buttons are in good shape. Door panel's in good shape. And then the interior overall is just, again, in very good shape. It's hard not to say that, you know, when we've had so many of them, and I know what they can be like, and we've seen so many of them too. This is the original seat material. So clearly it was worn at some point right here, and somebody just replaced this section. But otherwise, this is actually the original seat, which that is an interesting find because you don't find them very often where the seats are the original power seats. You can see it works. I guess it does have a little bit of a crack right there. You can see that it's not bad. Actually, it's just a little split. It doesn't go all the way down. That's not cushion or anything. That's just another layer of leather. So original seats here in good shape, especially if you consider the fact that it's 25 years old. Steering wheel is in good shape. Little discoloration right here, but certainly, again, within the, you know, just the expectation, I guess, for the age. 234,817 miles. Not crazy high, not crazy low, just right there in the middle of kind of expectation. That would be less than 10,000 miles a year over the past 25 years. No cracks to the dash, of course, which is would be rare anyway. Most of these dashes don't crack. But you can see this one doesn't even have a trailer brake controller, nor does it have holes where one would have been. And it has the original head unit. Of course, it's four-wheel drive. So again, this one is stock, which they're hard to find where they haven't been molested in some way. And this one also does have your 6-disc CD changer down there, which is kind of cool. Also, Nothing is broken up here, which again, if you know Excursions, these are typically broken. The lights typically don't work or buttons are broken. So again, just fitting for the type of care the previous owner took of this thing. And while we're down here, I'll go ahead and show you, it does not have any rust. And then here is the original VIN plate. Really nice. Keep going with the interior here. It does have your Husky floor liners throughout. With the exception of the front row, but it does have Husky back here as well as back here. But second row seat, really good shape, nice and soft. I would say this thing was probably, I mean, maybe kept inside, but also this one comes out of the Pacific Northwest, which is a great place to find vehicles because they don't have salt, they don't use salt, so they're not rusty, and they don't have the harsh sun that you find down here in Texas. So the interior typically is a little bit softer and nicer than an Excursion that spent its whole life in Texas. But again, proof is that door panels are clean here. They're not all sun-baked. And then again, I'll show you the rocker. No rust. And they got the Husky floor mats. I'll step up underneath here or in here. Again, just another viewpoint. This interior, it's hard to deduct for anything. I know a little bit of wear on that driver's seat, but headliner is really spotless. No rips or tears in the headliner. No weird smells in here, by the way. And your third row is in great shape. And then also, your roof is in really good shape. The paint is really strong up here. You know, the paint has come off on these bars, which they're black, and that's pretty typical. But your seams are in good shape, and your paint is in good shape on the roof. So that's a radical positive as well. Again, I'll show you the outside here in a minute. Just doing the interior. All these doors work. This little guy just goes over the rear seat right there, or the rear seat bar. So even has that, which is kind of crazy. Usually that's missing. It's got a big Highland liner back here, but your carpets are in good shape underneath it. But got this liner, spare tire right here. I don't know the age of the tire or the condition, but I can feel the tread depth is solid, and it's got air in it. So that's about as much as I look at, because these are hard to get off and put back on to make them look like this. But there's a spare tire here. Again, headliner is superb, and then also the plastics are in really good shape. You can see all the plastics are in good shape back here, which is just a good indication that perhaps this thing wasn't used, even these are clean, that this thing wasn't used to haul a bunch of weird stuff around, which sometimes they have been. You know, sometimes people get use these things as trucks. It doesn't look like this one was used as a truck. Coming around passenger side, if you have any questions, call me 979-202-1948. Again, this one is soft, it's supple, no rips, no tears. All original upholstery. Third row, just another view at it. Headliner, another vantage point. And yeah, just kind of everything you would expect and hope for back here. And then there's your rocker. Again, no rust anywhere. I'll poke my head up underneath it here in a minute and show you the rocker from a different vantage point. This seat is in great shape, no rips or tears. A little bit of a leaf right there. But again, dash is clean. Everything looks really good in here. I'm not sure what this is, but you can see it's just Velcroed on. I'm not sure what was held there, but anyway, it's still there. You've got your original owner's manual right there. Carpets are in good shape. Again, no floor liners up here, just the original mats. And then I don't remember if I showed you this rocker or not, but again, no rust here in this rocker either. All right, now that we've done that, let me go ahead and just show you the exterior condition. So paint is really sharp. Again, it's like a green blue, really sharp paint here. It's got a nice little metallic shimmer to it. It's not a super sunny day today, but it is still showing it pretty well. It's in great shape, got a great reflection and sheen to it. No real damage or anything to show you there. You got your cladding, which is in good shape, and then your tires are good. They're what are these? Backcountry touring highway terrain tire, size 265, 75, 16. So this is even the original tire size. Tire tread is, at least on these front tires, is probably, you know, on the back half of their life, no doubt back half of their life. So tires are good. They don't need to be replaced right now, but they don't have. They don't have tens of thousands of miles left on them. Trying to show you everything I can about the rig. Again, paint here, little door ding right here, but the camera's not lying to you. It is a very shiny and reflective paint. No big scratches, no big dents. I mean, just the slightest little scrape right there, not down the metal. Beautiful shimmer and shine. Again, hard to deduct for anything really on the exterior also, if you consider the fact that it's 25 years old. Looks like a rock chip that's been repaired. But all your cladding is in great shape, your running board's in good shape, and the paint is in good shape. Just saw that one little door ding right there is all. Back here on the rear quarter, again, more of the same, just really top quality, guys, and no rust in this thing anywhere. Back tires are about the same brand, about the same tread life. Passenger side, I think, my opinion, very nice. Hard to deduct for anything, just a little door ding. Coming around back, you do have your tow package, of course, then you've got your parking sensors. It is a limited. You can see this thing's in great shape, no oxidation or clear coat, fade or flake. The wiper arm is in good shape, which again, to me, that's a telltale sign. Down here in Texas, if they spend out any time outside, this gets baked. You got this guy, looks in good shape. I mean, overall, just a very clean back. A lot of times these hinges will also have, the paint will flake off. These hinges are in great shape. So again, just super clean, guys. Coming to the driver's side. I mean, very reflective and very shiny. I'd say this tire is probably newer than the other two tires because it's got more like 50% tread life. It's good up underneath there. Wheels look good. All the tires are the same brand. This actually got some drilled and slotted brake rotors in the rear. I don't know if you can see that, but drilled and slotted brake rotors. And then you can see some aftermarket calipers because they're red. I don't know when the brakes were done, but it does appear to have some aftermarket brakes. Super shiny. All right, does have some light, like what we would call it, like in Texas pinstripe. Looks like maybe it rubbed up against a bush or something. Not down the metal at all. Would probably come out with a, I don't feel anything on my fingers, but just a light little, just like whatever that would be from a bush or something. But really, again, with a buff, that would probably come off. Again, kind of a cool color. Not sure if it's not blue, not necessarily green. I do know there's a slight dent right here, like an indentation, which is maybe not picked up on the camera, but it looks like maybe something bumped it right here. Boom. Just something bumped it. Although if you saw that, this still works. Just locked the door. Made sure I had the keys in my pocket before I did it because I don't know the code. But that still works, which is cool, but it did bump it right there. And then driver's side fender, just a few rock chips that have been repaired, but overall, really, really sharp. I would say these two tires on this side are like 50% tread life, so maybe these two tires, the front and back, were replaced. I mean, at some point when they were rotated, they both ended up on the same side. Sun's coming out a little bit more, so you can see a little bit more of that reflective, kind of shimmery look in the paint. Hood is phenomenal, no oxidation, no flaking. Beautiful. Bumper chrome looks great. You can see your tow hooks are really clean. You got your block heater. Super, super clean. Let me show you under here, really clean. I mean, like not even any oxidation on the frame and no rust in the rockers. Also, it's not leaking any oil. Oh, like I said, good thing I've got the keys. So it does have 4 keys and 2 key fobs. Let's see if yeah, both, there we go, the key fob works. So that shows that that lock works. Let me open the hood. Just show you the engine bay, which is super stock and clean. So this is what you want the engine bay to look like, guys. This is a clean 7.3. You can see the coolant's been flushed recently. I don't see a date code on the batteries, but they still got this little shield around them. You can see there's no oil or anything that looks like it's been blown up back there. All that's very clean. I do know the blower motor and the air conditioner was serviced 10,000 miles ago. You know, your belts look to be in good shape and your pulleys and everything look to be in good shape. Still got the original doodad there. All right, let's start this thing up. Not sure why we have 4 keys, but we've got 4 keys. Not a cold start. I started it to get it over here. Still had the wait to start light. And then you saw that it started right up. But you can see the temperature gauge is still pretty down there. Like it's not been driven a bunch today. Just started and drove it out of the garage. 234,817 miles. No check engine lights, no ABS lights, none of that. And then the air conditioner does blow cold. Again, this one is serviced recently. So it's blowing cold. Your stereo is working. Again, it's the original head unit. I don't know if you can see that, sorry. Just putting it on a channel that I know is a channel. So radio's working, AC's blowing cold right now, and a good pressure. Let's see here, that's actually working too. That's actually working. It shows 53 degrees Fahrenheit, which that's not accurate. It's definitely warmer than that right now. But I can actually see it in there. Interesting. It is working, it's just faint. Showing 13.3 miles per gallon, so that is working, but a little faint. I don't know if you can see that. Rear AC works as well. Blowing cold right now through the rear AC. And then your windows work. Windows work. Windows work. And then your locks are working. I do know that lock right there works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. So unlock, lock, I can see it moving. Might just need to be greased. You can see it moving. All the other locks work perfectly, but that lock is intermittent. So just FYI. No blow by. Very healthy sounding 7.3. Very healthy sounding. No smoke. Good sound. All right, let's take this thing for a test drive. And as always, like I like to do on these videos, let me surmise real quick, guys. 2000 Ford Excursion Limited 7.3 4-wheel drive, 234,000 miles. Guys, no rust, spent its entire life in the Pacific Northwest. Underneath looks phenomenal, paint phenomenal. We saw a door ding over there and a little indentation over here by the keypad. We didn't see any paint flaws. There's no big cracks in the dash or in the windshield. Everything is working with the exception of this passenger side door lock. It's a little bit slow sometimes, or it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. It's intermittent. 5 owners, but the 5th owner who we got it from owned it since 2007. So a long-term previous owner. You can see on Carfax, was not involved in any major accident. I think it does have a minor on the Carfax, like minor damage reported back in 2019, but it just says minor or very minor. So that's pretty insignificant in my opinion. And then it's bone stock, never tuned, doesn't even have a trailer brake controller. It's really hard to beat an Excursion like this. This is a very, like I said, a very nice Excursion. All right. Shift lever also feels really good. So going to put this in gear, there's no, like this is totally normal. It feels solid. Forward, it goes right into reverse, neutral, and drive. That felt just like it should feel. All right, let's take this thing for a little cruise. Again, if you have questions, call me 979-202-1948. Just realized I didn't check the mirrors back there. I'm gonna check them in a minute. Don't let me forget the mirrors. No cars are coming, so I'm going now. First shift already happened, felt great. Second shift. Up to 50 miles an hour. And that should be fourth gear. All the shifts are good. Transmission feels nice. Per usual, we'll go up here into this church parking lot and turn around, and I'll try to remember to check the mirrors at that time. We're going 60 miles an hour, running about 1,800 RPMs. I got one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the GoPro. This road is far from perfect, but you can see not excessive free play in the steering wheel or anything like that. Totally within reason. Again, I really just have my thumb wrapped around the steering wheel. The lifted Excursions sure do look cool, but the stock ride height, man, they ride a lot better than the lifted ones do most of the time. Actually going 65 right now. Feels good. Again, no weird sounds or noises in here. And the interior is nice and quiet. I don't hear any wind noise either. No wind leaks. All right, under braking here. Feels good, and the steering wheel did not jerk in either direction. Rumble strip. Well, there you have it, guys. I'm going to pull over here in a minute and check the mirrors just because I forgot to do that a second ago. See here, mirror. I hope you saw that mirror just worked, and that mirror is working also. All right, well, there you have it, guys. As far as I'm concerned, a very top tier Excursion, very nice, good history, all stock, really hard to beat it. If you have any questions, give me a call, 979-202-1948. If you're watching this video and you're interested, be sure to contact me quickly because our last 5 or 10 Excursions in this condition sold the same day. So I kind of had that expectation for this one as well. But hey, God bless you guys. You have a great day, and hopefully I'll talk to you really soon.